Good morning, everybody. So yesterday we jumped right back into learning about our solar system. We really focused on Jupiter yesterday. Jupiter was the biggest planet in our solar system. I'll do another review with you guys as well before we jump into our next planet. But our next planet is one of the most unique planets out there. And the reason why is because of the cool rings that wrap around it. It's just beautiful. So today our focus is going to be on Saturn. So let's go ahead, let's jump in and let's take a look at some stuff. All right, everybody, let's check it out. All right, so let's review before we jump into learning about Saturn today. So as you remember, that big yellow thing in the sky is the sun. That is the star in our solar system. It's very large. It keeps us all warm on Earth. So the sun is that first thing. Then we go to Mercury. Then we go to Venus. Then we go to my favorite planet, which is Earth. That has one moon. Then we go to Mars, which has two moons. Then we go to Jupiter. Now remember, Jupiter is what we learned about yesterday. It is a gas giant. It is the largest planet in our solar system. It is huge. And as you can see kind of right here, that's that red spot, that red storm, that giant storm that is left on Jupiter, which is like a hurricane. Now today we're going to jump into one of my favorite planets, is Saturn. And I know a lot of you guys, when you filled out the survey, you also said that Saturn was your favorite. And the main reason for that was because of these beautiful rings that wrap around it. Okay, they're beautiful. So right now, Saturn sits as the sixth planet from the sun. So it is the sixth planet in our solar system. And we only have two more to go through until we're completely done with our solar system. But let's focus on Saturn today. So let's take a look at NASA. So in NASA's website, it gives a beautiful picture of Saturn. The thing that is really crazy to me is the length of years. So 1 year on Earth was 365 days. On Saturn, it is 10,759 Earth days long. So it takes a very long time for Saturn to orbit all the way around the sun. All right, once again, it is a gas giant. It is huge. All right, let's go down. Here's some more pictures of Saturn. I love these pictures. Let's take a look. Very cool. So, one thing that's really unique on Saturn is though it's the longest year, it also is the shortest day. Saturn takes about 10.7 hours, okay, to rotate on its axis. So it's a very quick day. The sun is up, the sun is down. All right. Now if we jump over to our more kid-friendly NASA, I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit more about this. Saturn is the only planet to have rings. Isn't the only planet to have rings, but it definitely has the most beautiful ones. The rings we see are made up of groups of tiny ringlets that surround Saturn. They're made of chunks of ice and rock. Like Jupiter, Saturn is mostly a ball of hydrogen and helium. So it's a big ball of gas, which means we can't land on it. Okay? Don't forget, it loves its rings. So let's talk more about the structure and surface. Like I said, it is a gas giant like Jupiter. It is mostly made up of hydrogen and helium. It has a thick atmosphere. Saturn has a lovely set of 7 main rings with spaces between them. Now, let's take a look at its neighbors. Remember, a neighbor is somebody that is next to you. Saturn has 53 moons. It also has 29 unconfirmed moons we need to learn more about. So, just like some of the other planets, it has tons of moons, which is crazy. It is the sixth planet from the sun. That's very important to know. This means Jupiter and Uranus are Saturn's neighboring planets. Very, very cool. So here's a look in a little bit more detail about what some of those rings look like. Here's some of its moons. Very unique. And here's some other pictures. So, let's go back to this page. We learned about Mercury, the first planet from the sun. Venus, the second planet from the sun. Earth, where you live, the third planet from the sun. Mars, the fourth planet. Yesterday we learned about Jupiter, which is the largest planet. And then today we focused on Saturn. Saturn is known for its rings. It's also a gas giant. And it has 53 moons. Crazy. So tomorrow we're going to jump in, we're going to learn about Uranus and Neptune. So tomorrow we're going to wrap up both Uranus and Neptune, and then we'll be moving on. And on Thursday, we'll have a Zoom session. All right, everybody, have a great day, and hopefully you enjoy learning about Saturn.